Murray State 33, Xavier 26, halftime here at the Cintas Center. Paul Fritschner, Matt Stainbrook with you, and we are joined by Seth Breitenstein. Is it Breitenstein or is it Breitenstein? I've known you, Seth, for how many years now, and I should be more professional than pronouncing your name wrong.
No, I love this. Okay, and it just funnels right into our conversation here. It is Stein, like a German beer Stein of beer.
Oh, well, that's fantastic because that is a perfect segue into what we're talking about. Seth, you are the Associate AD for Development here at Xavier, and I want to start with revenue sharing with NIL and what has very quickly become the number one priority for development here at Xavier.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at the last 3 years, it would be a true NIL or NIL in the wild, wild west that is NIL. And now we've graduated into revenue sharing. So that is the era in which college athletics is operating right now. And that started July 1st. And truly our Big East schools, and Xavier included, maybe not this year, but looking forward, we have an incredible competitive advantage. Revenue sharing is across the board. Schools, universities can be back involved. There was a collective model, that third party for NIL, and it just didn't fit with the spirit of why all this was set up. And they put guardrails in place, they put a cap in place, and for Xavier Nation, for other Big East schools too, not having a big-time football program, my goodness, we have the path ahead is an incredible opportunity, and we have to capitalize on it.
Well, I think that's a great point that you bring up, because a lot of the talking points have been that the Big East and these non-football conferences have an advantage. You feel like that advantage has started to bear itself out here
not this year on the court, but when you look at the recruiting process that's already started to take place for next year and what we are ramping up for. I'll tell you, I think it's really important for Xavier Nation to understand we came into this year thinking we were in good shape, but the truth is we are in the bottom half of resources for the first time in 30-plus years when you compare conference stats. And let's just talk real numbers here. The high water mark in the Big East this year is $12 million, and the low water mark is $4 million. We are at $6 million. This is a $6 million roster, and the average is $7. So we're in the bottom half of resources. We are already ramping up everything that we're doing for next year in anticipation for taking advantage of this opportunity that we have. But that's the truth, and we need everyone's help. We need everybody to step up.
So if people do want to help, if they do want to contribute, if you do want to be part of that, the Basketball Excellence Fund and all of those things, how can fans contribute most directly to help this team?
Yeah, thank you for that question. In the past, I would have said final 2%, right? And now that we've graduated to Rev Share and the university can be back involved, it is so important to point out, migrate your giving over to the All for One Fund, specifically Basketball Excellence. The Basketball Excellence Fund is the most direct, efficient way to support what we're trying to build here. What we're trying to build is a national championship roster, and a sustained national championship roster. You think of the Big East, like all like-minded schools doing the right thing. We need to step up our game. We have about 400 people of 75,000 living alums that are a part of the Basketball Excellence Fund, and that number needs to grow to 4,000. I would give us, over the last 3 years, I'd give us probably a grade of B, maybe B plus there. I mean, look at the last 3 years. We have NCAA tournament in year one, a Sweet 16 run. Second year, we're decimated by injuries, something, knock on wood, never see that again. And then year three, we have one injury, but we sustain it, get a win in the NCAA tournament. This fan base, this university, basketball is really important to what we do. And we're not a first, making the NCAA tournament is not the goal. It is trophies in the trophy case.
Well, one fun way that we are trying to help the Basketball Excellence Fund and the NIL Fund is right here with the brand new Muskie Lager from Burger Beer.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it. Yeah.
And I have to say that, first off, this would not be my first time trying beer on camera here inside this building, so I had to make sure that we were all clear for this. I think we can maybe try this here in a second, but what I will say is, one, it's very good.
Yes.
And two, the branding is incredible in the partnership.
And like from our team, Brian Hicks deserves a ton of credit. but it was so much fun to work with a local brewery in Cincinnati Beverage and like the Moorline family bringing back Burger Beer, Nick Dew and his incredible creative staff. Like, it was a whole lot of fun to do this, but more than anything, it's going to drive revenue, and like this is an easy way for people to get involved. Another fun thing that we're going to do, I say fun, like starting this year with November 1st, our home opener, there'll be a roundup option. Like, you go to buy a popcorn and a soda, like you can round up, and those are real meaningful dollars. What we want people to understand is many hands make light work, and with 400 people, we got a grade B. Think if we get that to 4,000. I mean, the sky is the limit. We are just scratching the surface on where we can go, and we have a competitive advantage not having football.
Matt, you've tried the beer. Your thoughts on it?
It's great. It's one of those easy drinking, light, tasteful beers. And when you know the background of what it supports and who it helps, as a fan, alumni, supporter, it feels really good. Isn't
that awesome? They rank the beers, like a shower beer, the first beer of a tailgate. I'm sitting here. We go to Dana Gardens. I'm supposed to be working. We go to Dana Gardens to have lunch, and BJ serves this up with the Patino burger. And I'm telling you, those two paired together, I was like, yeah, this is probably like a 9 out of 10. The only thing I can think of better would be like my wedding day beer. Like this was
that's a you
level.
Remember when moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I was there.
It was awesome. And it's really well done. And I think it's something that everybody in Xavier Nation can really gravitate towards.
Absolutely. Well, Seth, is there anything else here as we wrap up? Is there anything else that I haven't asked you or that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I would. The university just started a $500 million campaign. And what that is, that's the medical school, the annual fund, the overall endowment. For the first time in 30 years, one of those 4 pillars is athletics. And we owe a lot to Dr. Hanich for her vision. We owe a lot to our board of trustees for their vision in seeing how important athletics is and backing that, making sure it's one of the 4 pillars of how important it is to this university, to enrollment, to bringing back that connectivity. I mean, athletics brings people together. That's why a university would have a Division I school. And like, you look around this building, there's 3,500 people here in the middle of October, and there's 300 schools that would die to have this on their homecoming day, and it's an exhibition for us. And like that, it just means a ton to Xavier University, and for our board, for Dr. Hanich to rubber stamp like, no, athletics is going to be one of the 4 pillars of this enormous, biggest campaign we've ever put on. That speaks to where we need to go and where we need to grow, but that they recognize that.
Seth Breitenstein, the Associate Athletic Director for Development here at Xavier. I appreciate you taking a few minutes here at halftime and talking to us about how fans can contribute and help the cause.
Yeah, please step up, step in. We need everybody, and certainly thank you guys for the opportunity to be here with you today.
As always, Seth, appreciate it.